I'm going to kind of take over a little bit tonight, and Lynn's is going to pop in, and we are talking. Lynn's kind of like, okay, take over. I've had some things that's on my heart, and I want to speak to you all. I want everyone to envision the next year. And I'm going to start off like this, and then I'm going to go straight into what I have to talk about. But this is just something that popped in my head. And remember how last week I had talked to you guys about really owning your fire of where you want to be by the end of 2020 and setting that goal for yourself. If you weren't on, I want you to write a little letter to yourself of where you want to be by 2020. And then your mile markers are going to be your month to month, okay? Then we're going to go into tonight's training. So I've been behind the scenes, working, being intentional, getting real with myself, getting real with my areas, getting real with my growth, getting real with what I'm doing, period. Because this Brittany over here, I'm cool where I've been at. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I'm so thankful. I remember a time in my life where 2 years ago, when I first said yes to this industry, I was working 60 hours a week. I was in school full time. I was working full time. I was on prescription medicine that made me feel like a mom bee and made me feel horrible. I couldn't be that mom that I wanted to be. I was working all the time and constantly letting my emotions, my life, my circumstances, my everything control me. My laziness, my excuses, my mindset, my emotions were ruling my day. I wasn't putting forth full attention or priority into me, because your business has to succeed when you're growing you. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys a little back tonight and take you on a little testimony time. And I need to pour a little fire into you all, because I feel like it's time that we shift. It's time that if you're brand new, welcome to the tribe, but it's time to shift to a new level of you. You came here because you wanted change. You came here because you had a vision for your life, whatever that may be, of wanting more. You come here with the expectation of maybe this could retire you from having to work 2 jobs, or maybe this can pay off your school loans or your debt, or be able to make enough to not have to tell your children no all the time. I don't know what your vision was that stepped you into this business and made you have that courage, but your arriving point is here to your future in your life. And the hard things that you avoid are the hard things that are blocking your blessings. That self-development that you're not getting up and doing intentionally for you before you take care of your family and everyone else around you, that you could be spending 30 minutes reading a book, listening to a podcast, listening to YouTube, getting into a successful routine that works for you and your life, but pouring into you first. Those hard things you're avoiding, those are the things you need to follow. The fire that you have to tap into is a daily choice, you guys. And I went through this growth phase, and I'm going to talk because I've been through this. So I know a lot of people, Lindsay and I have very similar personalities. We say it how it is. We don't do the excuse thing. We want to show you guys how to change your life, not keep living in your excuses. And so here's the thing, guys. Sometimes it's going to take swallowing that shot of that you're your own problem. And I had to. My pride sometimes would get in the way. My way was the right way. My actions were always going to, whatever. But I had to start realizing what I was doing was either giving me results or it wasn't giving me results. And this is a growth thing. We are in self-development with a paycheck. The hard things that you're avoiding, whether it be, let's say, doing your 5s list and actually connecting to those on a daily, posting on a daily, your income producing activities on a daily, your conversations on a daily, your learning on a daily. You're running a business, you guys. Do you realize the value of what you have your hands on? Or is this just a side gig income thing for you? And if it is, I'm not trying to say your goal with that is ever too small, but I want you to know that the power of what this can do can rewrite your whole entire life to have a totally different version of where you could be in a year. But in order to get there, your mind has to arrive at that destination. And so many of us have so much life happen. You guys, if I named everything off that I went through in this business in the last 2 years, that most people, 99% of people quit. Are you a quitter? 99%. I'm a 1%er. My vision, my life, where I'm going, the belief in what I do, how I impact others. My vision isn't just I sell products and a health line. My vision is I freaking change lives. I help women recreate their whole entire world. Legit. I am here to, and Lindsay's proof is in the pudding. Lindsay is in a whole different life than where she was a year and a half ago. Even just being in this business because of her grit, her mindset, her vision, her focus. Same thing for you. You're no different than us. Everyone has a freaking seat at this table. It comes down to if you believe you do or don't. And here's the thing, guys. The hard freaking work that you're avoiding and half-assing and not giving 100% and operating in a broke-ass mindset or broke-ass work ethic isn't working for you. And at some point, something has to change. And that comes down to people. You guys can think whatever when it comes to me. My goal in this business is to shake life so measurably that I help you launch a whole nother version of you, a whole different lifestyle. This business turns you into making multiple millions that allows you to go and do whatever you want with families. Or let's say you want to open an outreach, or you want to be a speaker or write a book, or own your parents' home so they don't have to work, whatever your vision is. There is nothing that is something that is too big that you can dream of that can hold you back unless you hold yourself back. This business can transform your dang life. Like, it is so much more to me than just products and waking up and doing a networking business. This has allowed me to create options for my son. If I wanted to go buy an apartment complex for him to have when he turns 18 and own an apartment complex and have lucrative multiple incomes coming in and never have to work a day in his life and get to go do whatever his little heart desires and impact whatever he wants, I believe I can do it. And so guess what? I'm going to do it. Do you believe in you? Because no one can do that for you. No one can make you get out of your freaking mindset. I hear the same thing day out, day in, victim mode, victim mode, victim mode, victim mode. Freaking realize the woman you are. You are a conqueror. You are a badass, go-getter, life changer, world shaker, visionary. Stop playing it small. And I'm not saying this business needs to be so big and so crazy. Your vision can be wherever you want, but the belief in you, the self-love for you, I don't care where this business takes you. I care where you take you. That's what I care about. I care about you transforming. I care about your heart, your character, how you walk into a room and that presence that you bring, how you talk about other women and lead other women. Are you a light or are you a gossiper? Do you backlash women and talk about them and get jealous and envious and compare and talk down about people? Because that's not the woman I rock with, and that's not the woman that built 7 figures. You got to realize you got to walk it like you talk it, and that comes down to behind the scenes. The integrity that you can say that you're showing up in every single area and you're not getting results, I can guarantee you know what area you're not showing up in. Your mindset will predict the course of your business. And if you're not growing your mind and growing yourself and letting every little whiplash of emotion control you, this business will make it be a burden. And that's not what this is here for. This business is going to change your life. But you have to be willing to sit through uncomfortableness. You have to be willing to grow and not compare or not look to the left or look to the right or think what am I not doing enough of? Stop thinking. You know what you're not doing and not doing. So if you're not putting forth 100% every single day, then you can't get mad at what you're not giving full effort to. If your paychecks aren't where you want it to be, you control your paycheck. You write your paychecks, guys. So get mad at yourself. You got to realize this business didn't happen overnight for me. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I've had so many messages about what me and Nick did today. And I hate posting things like that, but I also, because I hate people thinking that it just came easy or that it just comes like that for me. I'm a freaking hard ass worker, and I will always work out. I will work 10 times harder than anyone on my team because I'm a leader. And my girls, the level of my work ethic is the level of what my girls do. So here's the thing, guys. Discipline produces results. And I'm the one person in this freaking, if you knew me in my crazy years 10 years ago when I was addicted to pills, if you knew me as a teen mom at 16 years old, if you knew me as that crazy woman that was always running around, never listening to anyone, my way always, authority was not my thing, I never picked up a book, I got my GED, it doesn't matter where you come from. I was an addict, you guys. I turned my mess into a freaking message. So here's the thing. Your emotions are either going to control you or you control them. I've been through hell and back. And here's the thing that I choose. I choose to rise. I choose to put forth every single freaking day my best. I choose not to worry about what everyone else is doing and let everything that my life is throwing at me make or break me. I have my moments. We're all human, you guys. I'm not a robot. So give yourself that grace. Grace. Not hardness, I'm not doing enough, not talking down to yourself because you're not seeing immediate results, not talking negatively to your business that this isn't working, or I'm not signing customers, I'm not signing promoters, my team isn't working, my whatever bullshit that you tell yourself. And I'm a cussing Christian, sorry, it is a thing. But here's the thing, you guys, you need to realize what you tell yourself in here is what you get back out there. How does your life look? Honestly. Now, does it match what you've been thinking? Yeah, I know. Get real with yourself. You want different? You're the freaking change. You want your life to look different financially? You're the damn key. This business, you guys, I went from barely affording my car payment, $450 for a 2015 Dodge Journey 2 years ago, calling my dad every week. Can I just repossess this without this hitting my credit? Can I get this off of my credit somehow? Can I do something? I can't afford this. I can't pay this vehicle any longer. I can't do it. Single mom, lost, broken, you name it. Here's the thing, guys. You gotta rise. You gotta face yourself. You gotta stop living in the victim mode of your life. You're here to change you, no one else. You can't want this more than someone wants it for themselves. You can't stop dragging people that don't want this because you want to sale. Your vibe of freaking tracks your tribe. But if you're not leading you, then girl, you gotta get real. And you know who, if it hits your heart, then good. If it makes you feel a little certain type of way because of what I'm saying, then it's meant to be yours to hear. I'm sick of this freaking actions. Actions, actions, actions. You want to know how you get into action? When in doubt, you action it out. When in moments of not knowing, you ask questions. When in moments you don't feel like showing up because it's easy, oh, it's a Saturday, it's a Sunday, you can have rest time. Duh, everyone needs time. I'm not saying that. But guess what? I show up every damn day. I took 6 hours off Saturday and still signed 2 $400 packs. You do not freaking need to. If you think you can't make a sale, you won't make a sale that day. If you think our pricing's too expensive, that pricing is going to be too expensive for the person you're talking to. You get what you attract. If you're broke, it's because you've been thinking you're broke and you're focused on everything that your bills are doing. And bills are a blessing. They freaking provide you the roof over your head. They provide you the air conditioner that operates your warm house. They provide you that stove that cooks you your food. That doctor bill, that was a blessing. That doctor bill got you to where you were to get fixed and to feel healthy. That car payment gets you back and forth to the job that provides you only a certain amount of income that keeps you capped every year, and you miss out on being in charge of your own life. And guess what? This business gives you a freaking option. You want different? This is the key. This opportunity, this product line. And I get if you're brand new, and I'm probably scaring some of you, but I'm sorry, this is me. But like, here's the thing, you guys. Our products are gold. They will talk for themselves. Stop trying to sell them. Share them. Our business, do you see all the leaders winning? Do you see all of you winning? We're no different because of a rank. There's freaking VIPs that are earning $1,500 in the next 2 weeks that are starting this business right now, plus their weekly residual income, that are winning. That's someone's house payment that they weren't able to afford. You got to understand, $200, I didn't have that when I started this business. I had a question tonight with objections. I'm like, you guys, if they're broke, that's motivation enough to freaking change. The fact that they're broke, I know me, I was broke and I found a way, because when there's a will, there's a way. I borrowed $200 for my freaking mortgage money, you guys. And I got to work. Trainings, staying up late, sacrifice, discipline, routine, asking questions, copying what the leaders did. Just stop talking negatively about what blessings I have and focus on the gratitude of what I do have and how I can make the changes. If you want change, it takes discipline. Not just showing up like when you feel like it, you guys. If you want change, it takes consistency. And consistency is the favorite word of mine, because you guys, consistency in your eating habits, consistency in your mindset, consistency in your freaking how you pay your bills, how you wake up every single day, what you feed yourself in your mind every single day. Like, it's all consistency. Either you tell yourself you can, you can. If you tell yourself you can't, and you won't. Your mind arrives at its destination. And then guess what? Your life starts mimicking what you're already putting out. I had a couple things I want to like go over, just 1 second, and then I'll stop like speaking like so crazy. I feel like I'm a preacher and I'm like sweating. If you guys saw me in real life, my armpits would be all sweaty. It'd be like a hot mess. So here's the thing, guys. I'm me. So how do you show up on social media? This is what you get. People know I'm a shot of freaking whiskey. I go without makeup. I talk about life. I talk about how I lost a baby last year. We're going to be doing IVF. I talk about how I went through anxiety. I talk about my struggles, my strengths, the things that I'm going through. Posting isn't hard unless you're telling yourself posting is hard. IPAs aren't hard unless you're telling them that you're hard. The work that you're avoiding is the stuff that needs to be done daily. That's going to give you that success. Your life will keep repeating and repeating until you learn the lesson. You guys, discipline, consistency, mindset. That's why this is a little different, and I wanted to lead this because I know we are always talking about like business and like I can give you all the freaking tools, but I can't make you bake the cake. I don't know. I saw Candy's thing and it like made me think of a cake. So I'm like, here's the thing, guys. Everything is an ingredient. Candy, you just inspired me. So I'm totally like going with this real fast. So here's the thing, you guys. How do you bake a cake? It takes a bunch of different ingredients, right? If you're missing an ingredient, it doesn't turn out, correct? Everyone shake their head, right? Yep. Okay, perfect. So what happens if you don't have eggs? I don't know what eggs do in a cake. They don't make it fluffy, something. I don't know, right? It's like flat. I don't bake. So we're going to go with that. If you're missing an ingredient, it's not going to turn out. My point is, your income producing activities, those are your ingredients. Your conversations that you're not having or half-assing or not being bold or not doing the bare minimum, those are your ingredients. The self-development you're not doing, every single day, first thing in the morning before your family wakes up. I'm so big on this one, and I know everyone has their own thing, so do what works for you. For me, if I have not filled my own damn cup before my child wakes up, and before I call him my child, he has a name, but my child, if I do not call him, like if Nick's gone by the time I wake up, because he works really, really early, so thank baby Jesus, but if on the weekends, like for real, when they're all here, I'm awake first. Because I need my freaking me time. Plus, I pour into all of you guys on a daily. Welcome to leadership. You guys are all leaders. Do you realize that? You have people watching you, and you think that you're not being an inspiration. People are watching you and impacted by you just by where you're at right now. Isn't that crazy? Imagine what you can do with the influence that you have once you start learning to love yourself a little bit more and just put forth some action every single day. Crazy. Your whole life will change. It's not going to be easy. If you want easy, this is not the business. I'm going to tell you straight up. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be totally worth it, and it will change your life the moment you start getting out of the things that you're avoiding and doing the work on a single day basis. Your mindset, you guys, is going to take time. I still have my days. My mindset is not perfect. I still have my moments. Like recently, I was like, focused on everything. And I know some of you guys that are planning weddings. I know there's a couple of you that are planning weddings. I know I've had a conversation with all of you guys. It's hard when you see so much money going out, right? Okay, so much money is going out. Wedding's like 60 days away. I'm like, oh, this is not fun. But, so I'm not perfect, you guys, okay? The one thing I can tell you is when you shift your thinking and you really focus on the abundance of what you're doing, though, and you really focus on the blessings and the gratitude of what you do have, and you start switching and speaking affirmations over yourself, or start switching that thinking. Like if you're like, well, this bill's coming in, correct that thought. If you're focused on everything that's going wrong, be like, thank God I can afford this cell phone bill, or thank God I can talk on my phone to be able to communicate with other people. Like, it's all about the gratitude. The Magic is such a good book. This Breakout book by Joel Osteen, if you want like more of a Christian book, changed my life. It's all about expecting tidal waves of abundance into your life. Like, not just little waves of like, that's where I've been getting a lot of my inspiration. If you guys need inspiration on how to post, a lot of it comes from your self-development. I know we talk about business tools and tips, and I go over this, and Lindsay and I have amazing trainings, you guys. There's a training for every single damn question you all have. Isn't that crazy? Mind blown. Would have never guessed. How many of you guys watch a training every single night or every single day? How many are you obtaining the knowledge you're listening to and then doing the action that it takes every single day? Bam, there's your problem. Knowledge without, what is that expression? Oh, I wish someone knew it. Knowledge without action or applied, I'll send it and find it. But something about applied knowledge is just lack of just interest or something. It's a really amazing quote. I'll get to it though. But you guys got to apply the knowledge that you're learning. Applied knowledge is what gives results. And so many of us, what happens is, in this one over in that book, we talked about Get Over Your Damn Self that I had for our book club this month. In that book, it talks about, we get into this cycle of, we start working our business, we get excited, we get like beginning of the month, we're full force, our energy, our mindset, everything. We're doing all the things that we're supposed to be doing. Okay, life happens. It throws some curveballs. We start not showing up every single day. We start not posting. We start not doing our self-development, whatever it may be, and you start losing that energy. That energy that you keep leveling back down into your old patterns is the energy that keeps you right stuck where you're at. Your energy needs to be high. You need to be excited. You need to be passionate. You need to be finding that daily joy. It is a choice. It's not going to find you. You're going to find it. And you got to rise above your circumstances, you guys, because everyone has shit. At the end of the day, we all have shit going on. No one because we're a leader or because of whatever. No, we all have life. We all have things. You choose to rise above it. And the people that choose to rise above it, and put forth better energy, put forth the work, put forth the mindset, put forth the action, those are the people that are leading their business and getting results. And if you're not, and most of you, this is why I'm saying it like this is what happens. The people that got a little bothered by how I said it just now, that are showing up every daily, and then like the people that aren't showing up every day, what happens is that guilt that you have right there is why it's not a priority. Here's what happens. That priority that you're doing, your business is a priority. And then because you're not showing up, because just bad habits, which comes from discipline. So these bad habits that you keep resorting back into makes you start operating your business out of guilt. You're showing up now because you feel guilty about not showing up consistently. So now you're going to put forth the work out of guilt and out of the bad energy and out of the bad mindset and out of feeling like you need to because you're not working your business. And then because you're not working your business, now you're showing up out of this negative energy. And when you do that, that guilt and that shame for not showing up consistently, now that you are, guess what happens? You're not getting any results because this whole vibe's way off right here. And then what happens from here, this part, well, this business isn't working. It must not be working. It's not doing anything. I'm not getting any money. I'm not signing any customers. I'm not getting any results. There's your cycle. Consistency, discipline, mindset. Bad patterns start happening when that doesn't happen. These bad patterns then go into the negative energy, which gives us the results that we have. And then guess what? We try to justify why we're not where we want to be. It's easier to live in victim mode, you guys. So much easier. You throw victim mode parties all the damn time. I did. Stop living like that. You are called to hear for a reason. There is something that someone needs your voice about. There's something that you've gone through, something that you've overcome, something that you're changing from, something that you're going through right this moment. Talk about it. Get uncomfortable. Do the hard things. Face yourself daily. Stop comparing yourself. Stop thinking you're not doing enough. Just start doing you, girl. This is self-development with a paycheck. All the things that you're questioning and letting your mind run wild on, because it's easy to I have anxiety and I have legit bird syndrome, and my mind will like go 6,000 places and start overthinking and start like getting in my head, and then I'll just keep overthinking, and then it causes self-doubt. Yo, did you have 5 minutes of unchecked, unfiltered emotions that you let run unwild that ruined your whole day? That 5 minutes that you could have been like, hell no, that's not my truth. I'm an overcomer. I'm changing my circumstances. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm making an impact in this business. And spoke life over your business. Those 5 minutes that you corrected that pattern, corrected that thought process, it's the subconscious behavior. That 5 minutes you took to reprogram that thought, guess what? Your vibe's going to change. You're going to get more excited that you just did that and that you feel still excited and joyful and powerful. Your passion isn't pushy. This is one thing I say to my tribe all the time. If you're worried about what people think, they aren't paying your damn bills. Stop worrying about what other people think. That will change over time with self-love. If you're like worried about how you talk to people and not being bold, passion isn't pushy. And I have a word with yo tonight, so just whatever. But like, I feel like I should be rapping or something. Anyways, so see, you guys, this is me and this is what you deal with. So here's the thing, guys. This is not gonna happen overnight for everyone. Some people will run super fast. Some people will run super slow. I went 40K within my first year, was stuck at 40K for a whole nother year, and then went 80K back in May. Am I mad because I haven't hit a rank right now, or because I haven't hit 200K, or like, no. When I was at 12K and I was working full time and I was in school full time and mom life full time and homeowner full time, I owned where I was at. I made small, realistic goals and I made it happen. My first one was my car. Do you guys realize if you're either running for your 4K or you're within your first 2 weeks, or you have people underneath, like even if you have spouse, not if this is a whole nother conversation, but you've already hit your 4K and you haven't signed your spouse, do you realize that you have an opportunity of earning up to like 30 some, what is it, 40? I don't know math. Lindsay, maybe you can drop it in here because I haven't done it. $1,500 in your first 2 weeks, and then the $2,000 bonus within your first month for hitting your 4K, or first whatever amount of time until it's good. Like, that's the thing, you guys. What perspective are you magnifying? This is something I talked in my podcast about. If you're magnifying the problem, it's going to keep getting bigger in your life. What you give power to, control, like, magnifies. So if you're wanting your business to change, magnify the excitement of learning and growing and implementing daily, and not expecting things. Don't be so hard on yourself. Things don't happen over the night. Thank you, Kayla. You're amazing. $38.99. I sound like a commercial. $3,899 that you guys could earn if you're running towards your 4K and your VIPs. If you haven't found a spouse and you're want to work towards your 4K, do it. Like, you guys, stop limiting yourself. Believe in where you're at. Believe in where you're going. But if you're not having conversations and you're not getting consistent and you're not getting into your actions daily, you can't get mad at what you're not giving full effort to. Anyways, Linz, I don't know if you have anything. I'm sorry. I talked 6,000 years tonight. Like, way long. I didn't know. She probably doesn't. Okay. So, you guys, I love you all. I hope that someone got something out of this. I know this is kind of like my comfort zone, is talking about mindset and talking about growth and talking about patterns and things like that. It's just something that I've grown through. And this is the process. I've been in this industry for 4 years. I was with It Works for 2 years. Oh, I was with another company for 2 years. Sorry, I forgot this is recording. I've been with another company for 2 years. And I fail my way forward daily. There's something I'm not good at daily, but I'm me about it. As long as I'm doing it, that's all that matters. I love you all. I hope you guys have an amazing night. I hope that you okay, I'm not done. 3 things you're grateful for, write them down. And then I want you to set your goals for tomorrow. Everyone should have them ready already. And if you don't, please invest in a planner, you guys. Planners, life, help me stay so accountable. Electronic or paper, whatever works for you. But anyways, love you. I'm done. I promise this time, and have a good night.